Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. A typical Saturday, you normally see that on a Saturday. I already highlighted it earlier today, that we most likely see some sideways action today or a slow rolling in the trend direction, which is down, and it pretty much has just moved sideways. It did break the descending trend line as a first indicator that the downtrend could be complete, but the rally has only been corrective so far, so it's basically just moved sideways. Leaves the question, is the trend line relevant? I think it was relevant on the way down, certainly, and we now just need to see if it comes down, maybe it might just do a retest of this trend line from above and then basically move to the upside again. But yeah, we can see, further sideways movement and declines today. So what else is going on? There is not really any change to the previous analysis. I think we are still in the C wave. I think what is interesting is to note that today we have come down to the 1.618 extension, which is an ideal target here for the Y wave, because we can take the length of the wave W, go to the high of the X wave, which is a corrective pattern, and then you can see here the 1.618 extension is down here at around about 27K. We touched that level and basically have moved up since then, but not in an impulsive move. So that basically increases probabilities that we still are in this C wave, or at least we need to consider it. In an ideal world, normally also, a C wave goes below the A wave low. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be the case, especially not if you have a high B wave. But in most cases, the C wave would go below the A wave low. So it's just probabilities. Either way, until we see an impulse to the upside, and ideally a break above that 28.3K level that I mentioned earlier today, that's at least here a significant swing high. Even better, obviously, would be a break above the 28.9K level here, the X wave high, to confirm obviously that this correction is over. But for now, we're just grinding slowly, really, basically in this tight range, right? If Bitcoin comes down a little bit lower, I will reset or restart my trading bot. I did switch it off somewhere up here around, I think it was around 28K, just because it is in resistance, or it was in resistance, and if we come down a little bit lower, I will reactivate it just to trade possibly the range to the upside. I did switch it off because I didn't want to lose all the money it made in profits on the way up when it traded from 23 to around about 28K. We talk about trading bots quite a bit in the channel membership, so if you're interested to find out more, check that out. We did record a few live streams, and when I set one up, then I normally communicate the range and the settings that I use. What else is there to mention? I mean, we're just moving sideways. I did highlight, I think I forgot actually to mention it in the previous video, that of course this B wave here, maybe it's still ongoing, especially on a weekend. What could happen is that this is just a B wave triangle which is unfolding here. So for example, something like that, right? That the A wave, so obviously you've got still your ABC in the Y wave, which would eventually sit here. Let me just move that across to the right. But it's not a problem to have a quiet weekend. I mean, pretty much enjoyed. I was so busy this week with all sorts of things, and so don't mind to have a little bit of a quiet weekend, because really the charts are just moving sideways. If we get something like that, obviously, that the B wave is still unfolding, and basically after that you would get the C wave down, off the Y wave, off the wave 2. Then the B wave would normally unfold as an ABCDE pattern. B waves can do that. That is a triangle pattern. Each of the subwaves as a corrective wave. C, D, E, something like that, with converging trend lines in an ideal case. That would be the most common pattern, and I can actually use that as well. So just to give you an idea how it would look, it's a bit too early to label it as a triangle, but that ongoing sideways action would rather suggest it. And ABCDE is the pattern, which means it could go on for a little while. And the C wave is often a bit more of a complex pattern. Well, let's see, it doesn't need to be, but it's certainly something worth watching for. Now, I would not want to label something prematurely as a triangle. I just give you some ideas here, because if we see further sideways action, that is how it can be explained. A B wave can be a triangle. At the moment, the logical conclusion would be to put the B wave here. But if the C wave doesn't follow through to the downside, we're looking here at this Elliott Wave triangle, right? So that's something I'm observing. And again, everything else is basically, as said before, we are basically here in a possible scenario in which we go down into this orange support range between 24,942 and 26,275. That would be an ideal target for the C wave of wave 2. If we do not hold the 24,942 level, which is the lower boundary, the 78.6 retrace of this 1-2 setup, then we are probably in a situation where we are in a larger 1-2 setup. So this wave 1 here needs to be set up there. You can count the entire move as a wave 1 as well. That makes the whole situation here a little bit complex. And we would then come down here in a wave 2. That's why we've got the alternative wave 2 sitting down here. Both don't differ too much. It's just about how do we manage it from a trading point of view. Yeah, I mean, obviously what we cannot rule out is a direct breakout from here. It is sometimes what it is, in possibly a slightly different pattern, but I think a deeper pullback is still due. What would that do with a lot of the altcoins? Well, they might actually break below their support level. So it is a difficult situation here at the moment in the crypto space, but still it would just now look much better with one more leg down and then possibly here a rally. But yeah, Bitcoin is holding support quite well. Again, against that 78.6 retrace here, the orange box, 24,940, against that level, we can generally focus on higher. Yeah, it doesn't even mean it needs to come down that low. It is a support area, standard support. Sometimes wave 2s can be shallow. I can only repeat what I said in the last video. When a correction starts, it is not possible to determine, is it going to be a sharp one or just a shallow one? If there is any doubt, as it is in this case, from a strategic point of view, sometimes it can be useful. No, I'm not telling you that's what you need to do. That's all related to your trading plan, but it might be reasonable to leave some cash aside for those lower prices and just to consider that not the entire position might be filled if people scale in. Now what I will do is probably, if we come down into the orange box, to reactivate my trading bot. I will highlight that in channel membership. Not much more to add at the moment. Bear in mind, tomorrow we have the channel membership member live stream. At the moment, same number of votes, so people choose a topic. If you're interested in that topic, then definitely check out the channel membership. We are going to talk at the moment either about the right trading mindset, something I want to focus much more on, especially in the channel membership, because trading involves much more than just a chart up or down. Your trading decisions are based on previous trading decisions, your portfolio size and composition. Yes, the chart as well, but much more also risk management and things like that, your own goals, and mindset is so important. So that's what I want to focus much more on. And you've got the Elliott Wave educational topic, diagonal patterns. So same number of votes. It will be interesting. We'll see which one is going to win. But if one of these interests you, check that out. And if one loses, obviously one will lose, then that will probably be on the agenda next week in the live stream. And yeah, hope you have a great Saturday and also Sunday. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.